In a bid to address the challenges of reintegrating returned migrants into society, stakeholders have emphasized the need for tailored strategies that consider the unique contexts of migration. Speaking at the Community Forum and Inception meeting tagged Reconnect Project, organized by ActionAid, the Federal Commissioner of the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, Tijani Aliyu Ahmed, reiterated the government's commitment to fostering sustainable reintegration and economic empowerment for vulnerable populations in Nigeria. Benedict Uku's report is presented from our studio.
While many trainees face challenges such as unemployment, stigma, and mental health issues, stakeholders at the forum propose targeted policies and support programs to ease their transition. This engagement aims to develop effective strategies for addressing reintegration challenges and ensuring lasting solutions. The Federal Commissioner, represented by the Director of Migrant Affairs at the Commission, Ambassador Catherine Odida, described the Reconnect project as a strategic and timely initiative to enhance economic resilience for displaced individuals.
At the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, we recognize that sustainable reintegration is about restoring dignity, ensuring livelihoods, and creating an environment where returnees can thrive in their communities. This requires collaboration, innovation, and a people-centered approach. And we commend ActionAid Nigeria and GIZ for their leadership and support in these transformative initiatives. Therefore, I urge all stakeholders, government agencies, civil society, private sector actors, and community representatives to work in synergy to ensure that this project delivers lasting impact. That when partners want to come up with reintegration packages, you must tailor it to specific needs of those communities.
Also speaking, the country director of ActionAid Nigeria, Andrew Memedu, reaffirmed the organization's commitment to ensuring that reintegration efforts go beyond superficial interventions to create meaningful and lasting impact.
At ActionAid, we recognize that sustainable reintegration is not a one-off conversation. It is an ongoing process that requires continuous engagement, collaboration, and action. It is only by having these difficult conversations, not just within our own organizations, but across the entire community, that we can begin to identify the barriers that still exist and find solutions together. This forum is a space for that kind of critical dialogue.
The conversation has pointed to the fact that, one, we must localize our response. We cannot be speaking from global perspective or frameworks that are applicable to the globally. What is applicable in Nigeria? What do we want? How should we contextualize our response?
Other stakeholders highlighted the need for stronger policy coordination, legal protections, and increased funding to improve reintegration efforts.
It's important, developing partners, donors, when they are designing. It's important that the people, are carried along, becoming an integral part of that analysis, tone before forming that program.
There ought to be like a strategy that guides everybody so that nobody is repeating what the other person is doing. That's one. Two is that there's so much gap already in terms of funding, right? And in terms of resources. And so even with the recent decision by the American government, it's going to lead us to further problem. So people begin to prioritize what is critical in their response.
The project is expected to focus on vocational training, capacity building for civil society organizations, and strengthening community-based integration efforts.